Before this month closes out, I just wanted to tell y'all a little story about living with endometriosis, but before the diagnosis, right? So I'm sure most women who hear what I'm about to say can attest to this, right? A lot of us, when we're out and we are in the busyness of a day, we look like superhuman beings, okay? We look like superheroes because we are able to do so much with so little time and oftentimes not enough resources, okay? But there is nothing like realizing you can walk away from it all, put your key into your door, come into your home, close that door, lock it, and take that fucking bra off, right? Take that goddamn bra off. And then there are levels to that because there are some of us that I remember when I was a little girl, I thought my mother was a magician because she used to like be able to like reach in her shirt, pull that bra down, pull it to the side, unhook it, and do it all without anybody even noticing that she had taken that bitch off. Do you hear me? And I learned to do the same because there have been many times where I'm in the car. Okay, I'm in my vehicle and I didn't took that bra off. I didn't took that bra off before somebody can look over in my car and smile because they got caught watching me. All right. And then there are some of us that can't wait to get home and just take it all off. Not just the bra, but the clothes. And not because they're form fitting or anything like that, but because you just can't stand to have shit up against your skin. You need to be free, naturally and utterly free. And then so many years ago, X amount of years ago, it'd be like, I can't wait to get home, take this bra off, take this wrap off, take these panties off. Because they too are getting on my goddamn nerves, okay? And I would just sleep. I'd be woe out, sleep. And I thought that it was just a matter of what life looks like for you as you grow older or as it becomes more complex and you take on more responsibility. And then I'd say, pre-COVID, obviously, but I want to say anywhere around like 2014, 2015, I started realizing that I couldn't wait home to get up under the heating pad. Like, I was praying that they would patent a heating pad that you could stick into your car via USB or through your car lighter because it felt like I needed heat on my body everywhere that I would go. And yet I had no issues with arthritis at that time, right? As I speak to you, I am under a heated throw because my body needs the warmth. Endometriosis never looks the same for two people, and sometimes it looks very similar. But I am one of those people who heat is my best friend, especially because I am anemic as well. And when certain parts of my cycle, I am in certain parts of my cycle because I no longer recognize my cycle as the part of me menstruating, but the entire 28 to 35-day cycle that involves the different phases of my womb and how it operates. It took many years for me to get a diagnosis of endometriosis. I would have doctor's appointment after doctor's appointment after doctor's appointment of this issue and that issue and this pain and this new discomfort. And while they were what I would call temporary band-aids for a very complex disease, 2019 came around And I was finally sent to a specialist. And he said immediately, "You're going to have surgery." And I was like, "Oh, but I don't know." I was like, "Oh, no, not, no. We ain't got to do that." Mm-mm. He said, "I'm going to put you on the list because, with us being in COVID, and things are going to take a while. It could be months before I can get you in, but you're going to have surgery." And I'm like, "Well, why can't I? Don't you think the birth control, maybe it'll just get better?" He like, "No, it's going to get worse." And I thank God for him right now, because if he had not been forthcoming and he had let me do what I wanted to do, the problem would have only become more of an issue. All right. I remember when I went in for my intravaginal ultrasound, and it was there that they discovered the fibroids the first time around. And I remember asking the tech, "Do you think this is why I'm having all these problems?" And the tech just kind of laughed and said, "Probably so. But, your doctor, your surgeon will likely be able to answer those questions for you." And I fast forward and I think about how difficult living with this disease can be, because you want to just be normal. You just want to be normal, whatever that looks like, without the pain, without the discomfort, without having to sit with heat, without missing out. You just want to be normal. But that's not your reality. I used to always think and be told that my pain threshold was so high. But I knew that that was not fucking normal, y'all. It's not a disease that just stops when you stop flowing. When your menstrual cycle stops, the disease does not stop. Sometimes it's your back hurting. Sometimes it's your butt hurting. Sometimes it hurts when you urinate. Sometimes it hurts when you have to pass a bowel movement. Sometimes it just hurts. Sometimes your hormones are so imbalanced at times that you don't know what is happening. Sometimes it causes aching in places that you don't even realize endometrial tissue is growing in. And I'm saying all this because I'm sending love to any and every person who has had to fight, who has had to fight this disease, who continues to fight this disease, who may just be becoming aware of this disease, because there are no true scientific answers to tell you how my own body fights itself to a certain degree. But this month is about awareness, and it's about speaking up, and it's about collaborating, and it's about helping to support a cause that has been a problem for women throughout time. I started my menstrual cycle when I was just 8 years old. And it has not been a crystal stair for me at all, y'all. At all. And there were times where birth control was the only thing that made me feel like I wasn't less than. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, there are things that will temporarily bring you back and make you feel a little more whole. But there needs to continue to be a conversation around this. And I hope that someone seeing this message, it will give you a little bit more comfort to know that you are not alone in your journey. Keep your head up. And if you need to cry, cry. If you need a shoulder, reach out. Because you do not have to go through this alone, baby. I love you. Let's keep fighting. Endometriosis cannot continue to win, y'all. Mwah.